Now, about 6 kilometres from here is Canary Wharf. It is East London's financial hub, and it has been that, well, been growing for the past 30 years. It was the late Baroness Thatcher who championed the idea in the 1980s. The idea being the City of London was too small, too tight, too congested, overcrowded. Move everything out to the east for a modern financial district. And that's what they did, the Reichmann brothers. They built it all up. It nearly went bust. Well, actually, it did go bust, but let's not dwell on that. Because over the last 25 years, it has been extremely successful. You've got JP Morgan over there. You've got Citi. You've got HSBC. Well, you did. You've got Barclays. Where's Barclays? There you are. Barclays at the back over there. Now, this skyline could look very different in a couple of years. HSBC is moving back to London. JP Morgan is considering, but at the moment is staying where it is for the time being. So with these towers no longer being the titans of commerce, Canary Wharf is looking to rebrand itself as a mixed use, as they say, residential, occupational and commercial. And Green Street has just announced it as the #1 retail destination in the UK. So this is the way it is all looking. Joining me is the CEO of Canary Wharf Group, Shobi Khan. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Richard.
Look, you've got this massive challenge to, in a sense, complete that which is already underway, to turn it into this mixed use development. How far along are you?
Extremely far. And I think the misperception is that this has just happened in the last 2 years. The Canary Wharf evolution actually started 9 years ago. You mentioned the 35 years ago building the financial district. 9 years ago, we started on building residential. That was Canary Wharf 2.0, where we've now got 6 residential blocks full and completed. And now we've got another 6 towers that are going to be delivered in the next 2 years. That was 2.0. 4 years ago, 3.0 started with bringing in amenities, bringing in the sustainable Eden dock that you just saw there, and also bringing a host of new industries, i.e. education, life sciences, tech. You didn't mention on the thing, Revolut has just put Canary Wharf as its European headquarters. Morgan Stanley, Fitch.
But there has to be organic growth, doesn't it? Cities are noisy, dirty, and complicated.
Yeah.
And there has to be that, and that just takes time, in a sense, to get that sort of feel to it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And so that feel that you mentioned, the docks, Canary Wharf was built on all this water. What a competitive advantage we have of like being on the water. You and I could have our next meeting, have a cup of coffee, sitting on the dock and having a chat. Right, so that's a competitive advantage that now we're taking advantage of. And then you mentioned having that feel. We've got the young crowd now. Like I talked to some of your staff. Some of them live there now. Some of them go there to have fun because they can socialize, competitive socializing. They can play paddle. They can go swimming there. All kinds of activities.
How important was the Elizabeth line?
Game changer, dramatic. It gives us the redundancy. This year, through our retail centers, we're going to have over 70 million people coming through there. Highest ever. Our retail sales are the highest ever. And in addition to helping the retail and the office, the residential community now has been established because people can live there and go work somewhere else. Only 30% of the people live in Canary Wharf and work in Canary Wharf.
It's a tricky question, this. What sort of people do you want living there? I always think of Hampstead Gardens suburb, which now, of course, is one of the elite places of London. But originally, Dame Henrietta Barnett wanted this to be for the businessman, the doctor, the coal worker, everybody was living there. Do you want Canary Wharf to be like that? All prices, all ranges, all socioeconomics? Because that's going to be a challenge.
We're already there.
Oh, come on.
We're a city within a city. We have affordable housing at Canary Wharf. We have intermediate housing at Canary Wharf. We were building rental housing so people don't have to buy flats. They can live there for a year, 2-year lease, right? We've got a school there. We've got a surgery center there. So it has become, we've got students. UCL's business school is there.
So
we've got retirees that will sell their flats, sell their cottages in Sussex and so forth, and move to Canary Wharf.
So when Stuart Lipton, a British property developer, says in an article back in October, which I know you've heard about, a drastic transformation is needed. Canary Wharf needs to reinvent itself. It needs to be more like New York's financial district, which I have to say I found Warsaw one of the most uninspiring places, but that's a different matter. Is he right? Well, obviously, you got to agree.
Obviously, Stuart hasn't been to Canary Wharf in probably 15 years. So to your point, I'd invite him on the Elizabeth line and kind of see what where the future is.
All right. I'll tell you what, here's the deal. In the summer, when it's nice, invite us over there. Quest means business from Canary Wharf.
Done. We'll play a game of paddle as well.
Well, that's up for negotiation.
All right.
Good to see you,
My
sir.
pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.